y'all. Welcome to Y360 Houston. My name is Ariel. Today's class is going to be a mat Pilates class. Some things you're going to need are a towel, a bottle of water, and a soft surface that you can move on. Let's go ahead and let's sweat it out. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with legs extended out in front of us, hands behind us. We're going to inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, roll back in and contract. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, roll back in and contract. Inhale, lift. Exhale. So what I'm thinking about here is I'm already thinking about learning how to articulate through that thoracic spine. So creating space and then decreasing space between the ribs and the hips. Start to get that Pilates breath going. Long inhales through the nose, long exhales through the mouth. Good, more. Two more. Last one. And soles of the feet together, knees open, arms out. Deep inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms forward. Inhale, dive, up and over. Exhale, lift. Inhale, open. Exhale, sweep back, carve it out. Inhale, dive. Exhale, lift. Inhale, open. Last one. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, dive. Lift. And open. Now from here, we're just going to drop the knees from side to side, side to side. So we're warming up the hips. We've got a little bit of an idea of where our core is in this, but I really want us to think about twisting today and what it is to find that relationship between the upper and the lower half through that twist. Now from here, we're going to extend those legs out. We're going to take a deep inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms forward, round the spine back. Inhale, you're going to open to one side, twist and opening out. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, twist and open. Exhale, round the spine. So when I open up, I'm really thinking of that moment when I can squeeze those shoulder blades together. When I'm pulling back, I'm contracting through those low abs. And the way that I know for me that I'm staying in control is that if I stay on my mat. If I make this about the hips, what'll happen is you'll start to walk off of your mat. So the tighter you can pull in and down, the more control you're gonna have. Good, two more. Last one. And beautiful, go ahead, come right out onto all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the mat. Knees underneath the mat, underneath your hips. Inhale, round the spine. Exhale, arch. Inhale, round the spine. Exhale, arch. Big breath through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth. Last inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Straight into Nautilus. We're going to inhale, extend, opposite arm and leg. And exhale, release. Inhale, extend, opposite arm and leg. And exhale, release. Inhale, extend. Exhale, soften. Inhale, extend. Exhale, soften. Now from here, we're going to inhale, extend arm and leg. You're going to contract, pulling the elbow out to the side as well as the knee, reaching back through, and release. Reach long, contract, pulling everything out to the side, reaching out, and bring it in. In, pull, out, and down. Now I know this may seem a little intense for right out the gate, but you've got the energy at this point in your workout to start tackling some of the harder stuff. As our core fatigues, we need to make sure that we're following form over function. So while we've got the best of both worlds, let's go ahead and let's tackle some of those more difficult exercises. Controlled inhale through the nose. Controlled exhale through the mouth. You're here for about another 15 seconds. So make sure that you're keeping that bottom shoulder out of the ear. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to inhale, lead with the crown of the head, finding that low cobra, and exhale, release. Inhale, lift, find that low cobra, and exhale, release. Last inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Float your arms out to the sides. Curl your fingertips in so that your thumbs are pointed up. And you're going to inhale, lift in that cobra. Bring the arms with you, giving me a thumbs up. And exhale, rotate down. Inhale, twist it up. Exhale, rotate down. I love the image of wings here and that big, beautiful curve that happens across the upper back. Pull that belly button in. Make sure there's a nice pocket of air between your belly button and the mat. Good. From here, you're going to inhale, lift, and you're going to hold it. We're going to have a little bit of fun with this one. You're going to bring it forward, thumbs up, and open. Thumbs up, and open. Thumbs up, and open. For 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Come onto your back. So from here, we've got our legs straight up into the sky. We've got our arms down by our sides. We're inhaling, curling up head, neck, and chest. We're crossing the legs, crossing the legs, crossing the legs, crossing the legs. Now, option 1, stay with the crunch. Option 2, add your 100 in there. Option 3, start to lower those legs. Just a couple of inches, and then bringing them up, back up to 90. So there's a lot going on here. So let's go back through those options again. Option 1 is to just crisscross the legs and hold the crunch. Option 2 is to crisscross the legs and pump the arms. Option 3 is to slowly lower the legs while pumping your arms straight up and down. Fight for the tempo that's going to work for you, but give you that challenge as well. For 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Arms in a T, knees on the toes on the floor. You're going to inhale, drop the knees to the front. Exhale through center. Inhale, drop the knees to the back. Exhale through center. Option 1, you're going to stay here. Inhaling, dropping those knees. Exhaling through center. Inhale, dropping those knees. Exhale through center. Option 2, you're going to bring those knees right into the chair position. Dropping them 2 inches from the ground. Exhale through center. Inhale, 2 inches from the ground. Exhale through center. Inhale, 2 inches from the ground. Exhale through center. Sorry, I'm having trouble with my mic, y'all. As you come back through center, make sure that you're keeping both shoulder blades on the ground. Every time you lower, engage your core to lift it back up. Stay strong through that center line. I'm making sure both shoulder blades stay glued to the mat, and I'm thinking about there being a barrel where my ribs are. And every time I come up, I'm getting those ribs up and over the barrel. For 3, 2, last 1. Gently release. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll your way up. From here, you've got your legs extended out in front of you. You're opening them up about hip width. Feet are flexed. Float the arms out to the sides. Take a deep inhale. Twist. Exhale. Chop off the outside of that pinky toe. Inhale, lift. twist. Exhale, reach. In and out. In and out. Now, every time you spine stretch forward, I'm not just reaching with the arm. I'm keeping that shoulder blade locked in place and really trying to make it come from the waist. Good. Last 3. 2. And 1. Bring it up through center. Float the arms up over the head. Exhale, twist and open up to me. Your front leg is going to pop up, up, up off the mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist it open up to the back. Back leg is going to lift, lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's gently release back to all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You're going to extend one leg out. You're going to tap it all the way to the front, and then you're going to carry it up and over to the back, tapping behind you. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, tap behind. Now, keeping both hands on the ground, both shoulders still. If you want to challenge yourself, extend that opposite arm straight out to the side. Long inhales through the nose, controlled exhales through the mouth. Don't have the arm out there if it's going to sacrifice the depth of which you can cross and reach that leg to the front, okay? So if you're losing that, bring the hand back down to the ground and really focus on that over cross and lift. Last over cross and lift. Press back, child's pose. And bring it back up through center. Go ahead, extend that leg out again. Tap it all the way out to the front by the shoulder, and then cross it over. Now, it's really tempting in this exercise to make it about a tail wag, and there is a little bit of that. But I really want to try to keep that upper body nice and still. So, see if you can test yourself by floating that opposite arm out, and if it's not happening, gently release it back down to the ground. Think about a long line between the crown of the head and the base of the tailbone. Don't sacrifice the cross of the leg for holding the arm out in space. You're just here for another 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Let's go ahead and find an easy seated position. So, option 1, you're cross-legged. Option 2, legs are extended out in front of you. Option 3, you're going to cross one leg on top. Float the arms out, thumbs up, thumbs down. Little tiny circles in one direction. So the reason why it gets more challenging with the legs going straight and then stacking is that we're narrowing the base that you can balance off of. So when I'm crossed here, I've got both sits bones. It's easier to be still in this position. But once those legs start to go straight and stacked, I've got to lock into that low core even more. Thumbs up, thumbs back, reverse. If you've got your legs crossed, uncross them, cross to the other side. Big lift through the chest, big and long. Fight to keep that whole body as still as you can. Point the toes, longer, leaner, get forward, don't lean back. Don't pull away from it, pull into it. Last 10 seconds here. Again, remember, you can always have this option at home to add a couple of cans of soup to really amp up those shoulder blades. Last 3, 2, and 1. We're not done with the shoulders yet. So, we've got our hand on the mat, we've got our arms by our side. We're slumping delicately into the shoulder. and then pressing back out. Slumping in, and then pressing out. Now it's not super sloppy. I like to think of Liz Taylor in Cleopatra. So she's waiting for Anthony and she's all sulky. And then she pushes out of the shoulder. Anthony, I'm a goddess. Anthony's cute. So whatever image you've got to give yourself to get that romantic flow of movement through the shoulder, don't just pass through it. Put some emphasis in it. Put some drama in it. We create the resistance that we need through our muscles from up here. We don't always need to have extremities pulling out on us. So keep it coming for 3, 2, and 1. Find your way all the way up. So Mermaid, option 1, you're here. Option 2, you're here. We're inhaling up and over. Exhaling up and over. Inhaling to reach. Exhale. Now again, I love this image of there being something right in the center of my body. And every time I come up and over, I'm trying to get my ribs up and over that barrel. Make it big and light. So way back in the day when I would teach this class, I would talk about being at a concert with a lighter. Well, those days are gone. But maybe with your cell phone, waving it from side to side. Nice big open reach. For 3, 2, and 1. From here, let's go ahead, let's come up onto all fours. So, working with that same side, extend that arm out. We're inhaling up and over, exhaling up and over. In and out. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, start looking for those flat planes of movement. Like, can you get yourself down to that 90-degree mark where you're perfectly parallel to the mat? What happens if you take your geese with it? Last 3, 2, and 1. We're coming all the way up and over. We're going to connect elbow to knee and reach. Elbow to knee and reach. Elbow to knee and reach. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay with it. Just turn everything to the side. Bring that foot up. Bring that knee in and push up, up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're already here for a Pilates push up. So knees wide, toes together, chest lifted, elbows hug the ribs as you come halfway down and lift. Halfway down and lift. 3 more. Straight up. Try not to push back. Think about pushing straight down. Last one. And let's do the whole thing again. So, turning to the side, we've got our shoulder shrugs. So we're letting our shoulders sink into our ear, and then we're actively pressing it down. Something else that you can think of. We're so used to seeing ourselves from the front of the body. You maybe have a mirror at home that you do this with. But what about trying to see it from the back of the body? Can you imagine your shoulder blade sliding up and sliding down? Sliding up and sliding down. And instead of letting the shoulder roll in, can you create a little bit more space? Going back to that Cleopatra image, if you can imagine having big, long, dangly earrings, you wouldn't want your earrings to smudge into your shoulders at any point. Now, if Cleopatra is not the image that you want to work with, maybe it's, I don't know, some cool superhero that's got an awesome helmet, you wouldn't want that helmet banging into your shoulder. Pick the image that's going to work for you. Pick the image that's going to work for you. And remember, add that drama, add that sense to it, because your muscles will follow it. Remember when you were a little kid and you could really imagine there being lava on the floor and jumping around on your furniture? That muscle tension was real because you created it. So get back into that creative spot of the brain. Don't let exercise just be exercise. Last one. And float the arms out, up and over, and up and over. So I'm showing the modification. So something to know about me as a trainer is that I have lumbar scoliosis. So what I can do on one side, I can't necessarily do on the other. But I don't let that slow me down. I just take the option that's going to work best for my body, and I honor it. And I can still get that big lift and suspension through the center line. Suspend. Say the word to yourself as you pass through center. Suspend. There's something so powerful about talking to yourself while you work out. And in the day of Bluetooth and Bluetooth headphones, you don't look that crazy doing it. So embrace it. Reach through those arms. I know those shoulders are starting to get tired, but remember they're an extension of your spine. So if you want to work that back, you've got to work those arms. Last 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead, let's find our way up. Working on that same side, knees out. Now I know I didn't give this cue on the first side, but hopefully, if you've got your mat at home and you need to double it up, you can. You can also put a towel underneath there for a little extra padding. Floating the arms out, reaching up and over, up and over. So there are some checkpoints that you can go through to see how your range of motion is growing. So one is just tapping the fingertips down to the ground. Maybe even being able to touch the inside of the knee gently. But the real test for me is always if I can hit this flat line, up and over. And it's kind of fun. So take that gaze with it. Dare yourself to go a little bit further. And really reach through those fingertips. There's something called a kinesphere. It's a possible range of movement that's possible in every human body. It's like a big bubble around you. And you're trying to push the limits of your kinesphere right here. You actually feel your fingertips brush the edges of it. For 3, 2, and 1. Up and over, lift, elbow to knee, and reach, elbow to knee, and reach. Look at how still my lower half is. I haven't collapsed into it. In fact, I'm lifting even more out of it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn everything in. Same leg, keep it in the air and push it up, up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, release it back. Open the knees, toes together, chest lifted, elbows hug the ribs as you come halfway down. And lift, halfway down, and lift, halfway down, and lift. For 3, straight up. 2, straight up. 1, and release. Let's go ahead and play with teaser. Okay? So, if you've got sneakers on, you're definitely going to want to kick them off for this. Starting with one leg, arms up over the head. We're going to inhale, sweep our arms down by our sides as we reach to where the ceiling meets the wall, bringing the leg with us. And exhale all the way back down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, float back down. This third one, we're going to stay up there. Inhale, reach, stay through the exhale. You're going to inhale, flex the foot. Exhale, point and lift. Inhale, flex the foot. Exhale, point and lift. Inhale, flex the foot. Exhale, point and lift. Stay here. Roll the body down. Keep the leg in the air. Arms overhead. Sweep them down by your sides. Reach up and melt down. Try to keep the leg in the same place. Inhale, lift. Exhale, melt. Last one. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down. Arms up overhead, feet on the mat. Drop the knees side to side. So that's with one leg. Traditional teaser, we would do that with 2 legs. And this is where we count our stars that we're just not octopus, because we've only got one other leg to work. So, foot on the mat, arms and leg extended long. Inhale, curl up, reaching to where, whoop. See, you guys have worn me out. Inhale, pull all the way up, reaching to where the ceiling meets the wall. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, curl up. See, now I need to take some of my own advice here. I need to move that foot further away from my glute. That's gonna help. Inhale, lift, stay through the exhale. Flex and lower, point and lift, flex and lower, point and lift, flex and lower, point and lift, roll all the way down, keep the leg in the air. Inhale, curl up. Exhale, release. Inhale, curl up. Exhale, roll down. Last one, inhale, curl up. Exhale, roll down. Let's cool it down. Bridge pose, arms by our sides. We're inhaling, curling our low back up and off the mat. Exhale, roll down. If there was only 1 or 2 exercises, and I love them all, that I could really recommend that we do on a daily basis, it's bridge. This is the counter exercise to living. My hips are in extension. My low back is long. My glutes are engaged. I'm actively pressing through my arms to get my shoulders back. It's the total opposite of everything else we do in our daily life. So, just taking a minute a day just to roll up and roll down. Last one. And exhale, hug your knees, roll back up. So, just like we started in the beginning, we're inhaling, lifting the chest, exhaling, coming back down. Inhaling to lift, exhaling to coming back down. Now from here, I want us to take some reverse tabletop. So option 1, you're gonna have your feet on the mat, lift up and down. If that feels too much, just keep the legs extended and focus on rolling through and opening the chest. To go a little bit deeper, bring those feet in and roll down. Feet in close to the butt and roll down. One final challenge for you is to extend those legs long. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. 2 more of your choosing. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Beautiful. Go ahead, roll onto your belly. Kick your feet up. Give me some windshield wipers. Windshield wipers with the legs. Last 3, 2, 1. Coming back up to all fours. You're going to reach your right arm out to the side, sweep it under, bring the top of the shoulder to the mat and the ear. And bring it back. Sweep the other arm out to the side. Sweep it under, bring the top of the shoulder to the mat, ear to the floor, and hold it here. And back out to our belly. Let's stretch out those abs. Elbow tips right underneath the shoulders, actively pressing down and away. Slowly checking in with the head and neck. So that's our workout for today. From my Y family to yours, thank you and have a wonderful day.